And unrated level in the star filter. Let's see this. So clearly Rob meant to feature this and then forgot or something. Because, like, it's feature worthy, but I don't know how it still managed to get to go into the star filter. I don't know how these things work. Anyway, that's not even what this video is about. This video is about the announcement, basically an announcement that I have made a list of the hardest unrated demons. Now, why would I make a list of the hardest unrated demons when there's already an official list like that? Well, the answer to that is, there's two simple reasons why you should consider this list. One is that as soon as I can get a good opinion on a level, I'll add it here. Two is that I wanted the list of the hardest unrated demons that reflect the quality control in a way that just like reflects basically. Like, I wanted it to have some kind of quality control, and I wanted that quality control to reflect the actual rating system and how it works. So I've always wanted a list like that because if you go over, you look at the hardest unrated demons, there's a level called Ballistic Funk in there, which in my opinion is probably the best level in the entire list. And it looks like this. So it looks pretty decent, right? Well, the thing is, there's another level on this list. It's called Trapezoid Happiness. Let's look at that one. So as you can see, this list doesn't actually reflect how the rating system works. So the thing is, I've added this list and I've come up with ideas to say if it's rate-worthy or feature-worthy or epic-worthy. So I only included levels that would be rate-worthy at all, that I believe. So we're gonna do the entire legacy list. So this is the top 100. So the legacy list is 101 to 153. We're gonna do one attempt on each of these levels. First up, we have Queeper by Quasar. This is rate. That's that attempt gone. That's great. I'm so glad that I was able to get so far in that level. Next up, we have number 152, Twin Sanity. This one's also a rate. I'm trying to think of like how RobTop would rate these levels. That's how I'm reflecting this. Like, what's the most likely rating for if it ever gets rated? %. Okay, that's not actually that bad. Now let's move on and let's just switch on the star filter just in case. Shield by Rico LP. This one is actually a feature. Alright. Now this time we're gonna actually search Zelda9912 since it's the person who uploaded the level and I can find it that way the easiest. We have Alpha. Great. That was a great attempt. I loved that attempt so much. I'm just gonna remove it from the list entirely. I'm gonna remove that level from the list entirely because I actually hate it. Number 149 is Bloodstream. This one's a rate. Why did I think it was gonna have to be an early jump? Number 148 is Subagja. It's another dual-core song, but this one's better. %. Alright. I'm surprised I managed to get that far. Number 147 is Thunderbolt. This is also just a rate. Most of these are just rates, since they're usually not that good. 2%, that's great. I love that. Number 146, I'm really not going to get that far at all. This Bellic by Ospectro, this is another rate. That's dead on just the song. Bellic. Alright, Bellic. Number 145 is Dystopian Disruption. Most of these are just rates, so I'll mention it only if the level I think should be featured. Because it must be a special level if I think it should be featured. Yeah, number 145 is Dystopian Disruption. So just in case you don't know what legacy list is, it's basically when a level moves off the extended list, it moves off the extended list and it goes on to the legacy list. That level will stay on the legacy list just like until the end of time. So basically, what happens is that once a level falls off the extended list, it will end up in the legacy list. There will be no level that goes onto the legacy list that was not originally on the extended list. Now, like, every time, if there's a level that you think is worthy of the difficulty of being a legacy list, say this level I just played at number 143, it would not be placed because it was not in the extended list before it got moved onto the legacy list. Hope you got all that. Number 142 is Aggression by Janucha. I spelled aggression wrong. By Janucha. I spelled it wrong again. How? Aggression by Janucha 900. It's not actual Janucha. Okay, that was an attempt. It was truly an attempt. Number 141 is Spectrum Blaze. How has this one not been rated yet? Rated Spectrum Cyclone, and I know that Spectrum Cyclone is like technically a lot better than Spectrum Blaze, but Spectrum Blaze should still be rated. What did I just do there? What was that? Hold on, let me just see what can I replicate what I just did? Okay, yep, that's what I did. You're supposed to do this. I don't know why I did that. Number 140 is Odyssey by Equinox. This one's like really on the edge of being rate worthy or not, but I decided to include it. 1%, that's great, Not really, it's just that I just can't get far on these things. Blaze, 139 is Blaze. Wow, this is the first one that I think is feature worthy. I don't remember this level, so let's see if I still do. Yeah, it looks decent. Out of that one attempt I spent on it, where I got 3%. It looks decent. Number 138 is Scatter by Non-Format. No song. No song? Then I'm sorry, but it cannot be on the list. So all these other levels are gonna have to move down one. The Spectrum Blaze you knew and loved, sitting at the glorious 141st spot before we move down to 140th. Actually, that's a good thing, because the levels would be just better. Like, you would want to move up the list, not down. You would want your level to move up the list, not. So now there's 151 levels on the list. And the levels, I mean, they just have 151. So technically, I could make a top 150, but then I would have to add a bunch of levels because the difficulty, there's just like so many easy extreme demons, and the legacy list is hard insane demons, easy extreme demons right now. So if I put a legacy list, if I extend it to the top 150, then I'll have to add a bunch of others. So I'm just gonna change it to 100 so it's not as difficult to maintain. Plus, pretty much all the levels that are here right now, which probably most of them, would move on to the legacy list anyway, because of all the levels that I've been adding, like Today, or Scream Room, or the Relived, or Scream Realm. All of these levels, there's so many that I can mention that would be on here. Like, the list would just be too long, so I'm just not gonna make it top 150 so that I don't have to add those levels because they would be in the legacy list. So now technically the top 150, technically Queeper's the only one that's not in the top 150 now, too bad. Not in the viewpoint of if you're just like looking at all the levels. But anyway, number 137 is Death's Gate by Gablor. Okay. Okay, that was decent. It seemed like I died of death. That would actually be reasonable and not just me. Okay, you could still clearly see those orbs, and you could still sight read that. But number 136 is Friendship by Medius Gaming. Okay, you had to click both of those orbs. Don't know why I couldn't figure that out. Number 135 is Party Rockin' by Psychro. All party. Oh yeah, let's all party. Okay, cool. Guess we're not gonna be partying. 134 is Purgatory by Nailicia. I remember another Purgatory that was on the hardest 100 list. It was a 1.9 level. I didn't add it because I didn't think it was good enough. What about this one? This one's not feature worthy, but according to past me. Present me thinks not either, because that transition, what was that? Okay, yeah, actually it wasn't as bad as I thought. Still not saying that that should be featured though. Number 133 is Advanced Fragility. Really debated putting this one on the list, but let me play the level. I decided to put it on the list because Alan's part, I realized that Alan's part looked more like Alan's part in Flap than it looked like the original Galactic Fragility. Oh wait, no, sorry. Galactic. Okay, so they should have called this Advanced Fragility, because that would be just like nostalgic to the original one that got misspelled, called Galactic Fragility. Number 132 was Rhinos. Rhinos or something. I don't remember this level. I remember the name. I just don't remember the level. Okay, that looks cool. All right, 1%. on attempt 1. That was great. Number 131, we have Angelic Blood by the only virus. The guy that has like a bunch of levels that are rate worthy that RobTop never rated because he just doesn't want to for some reason. This level included Angelic Blood is still not rated. RobTop, I don't blame you for not rating this now. That transition's awful. Okay. No, you know what? It should still be rated. That's a joke. It should still be rated. I don't think it should be featured, but it should be rated. It should be rated. Number 130 is the Winds of Neptune. That's what happens when the Neptune gets his hands on like air. Why did I try multiple times? The wind is howling. You will reach to the end of the solar system. Your fear is all that holds you back now. Sure. Number 139 is Verasi Lucidum. I believe this is by Zagros, which is the guy who made Red Roses, which is farther up actually on the list. Verasi Lucidum. Whoa, what? That's a lot of stuff, but it should still be rated, I believe. But it's a lot of stuff. Alright, 128. We have Kinetics by Conra. Kinetics by Conra. Conra. Is this dislike botted or something? I don't know. But what'll be funny is like the most disliked Insane Demon ever. Might be Insane Demon, might be Extreme Demon, we don't know. Number 127, I'm so leaning towards Insane Demon. Number 127 is Dangerous Dinner. This dinner is so dangerous. By Auroria. Okay, so it's like, it's buff this, that's what it is. I'm fine with that. Number 126 is El Dorado Rebirth. By, well, I only put Bow one time. 6 more times. No, wait. You can't even see what I'm doing right now, but it's worth it. Trust me. So, El Dorado Rebirth by the guy who made the Golden. The Golden got rated, but El Dorado Rebirth didn't. It's rigged. Okay, so clearly El Dorado Rebirth is a lot easier, and I died. Number 125 is Deadly Corridor. Another one that I was really on the fence about, but decided to include it because it's an old level, so I decided to include it. Alright, so are there any differences? There are differences. It doesn't have that little guy at the beginning. Because they stole it from the Hell Zone. Number 124 is Fearful Reflection by GD Iris. It's by the guy who made Hateful Reflection. Hateful Reflection's harder, obviously. Number 123 is Galactic Machine by Comp. Hey, it's by the guy who made Hard Machine. Hard Machine's harder, obviously. Okay, so it looks like there's not that much decoration, but it gets better. It gets better through the level. I would promise. It's better. It deserves to be on this list. Number 122 is that Catalyze ripoff. Factoid. Reserve factory. A reserve factory. See, doesn't that look like Catalyze? I still included it because number 121, reloading. Again, I was really on the fence about this one. Again, as all of them do, I decided to include it. Because if I did not decide to include it, I would not be playing it and not dying at 2%. Because I would have more than one attempt to do it. Number 120 is invincible. Yeah. I was originally going to remove this from the list because it looked too much like Lucid Nightmares. But then I realized that's just Donut TV's part. Donut TV. See, I realized that was just Donut TV's part. And apparently Donut TV always makes levels like this. So I decided to include it anyway because Donut TV just like he always makes levels in this style. Apparently. 3%. Great. Number 119 is Disorientation by the legendary. I said disorientation by the legendary PG-1004. Let's go. You start by, you're not even, at the start, at the very beginning of the level, you're not even supposed to hit that. Some great stuff you got there, PG. You've only slightly evolved from the PG Club Step era and the Bizarre Milestone. Okay, yeah, number 118 is Sapphire by Team Okay, that animation's pretty cool though. Animation at the beginning of the mouth opening and the eyes opening. Number 117 is Salvato. Heck yeah. Alright, Salvato. I died the little tiny spike right there. That's what I died to. I don't believe that. Number 116 is Deathmatch by Equinox. I noticed that the higher we go up, the better the levels get, because of course the lower levels that already fell off the list a while ago, obviously they're gonna be older since they fell off the list, and the newer ones are gonna be higher up because of course difficulty evolves over time. So number 116 is Deathmatch. So that's probably why there are so many that aren't. That might be why Bellic is the only one we've seen. Is Bellic the only one we've seen? Yeah, Bellic is the only feature-worthy level we've seen so far. Unless you think another level was feature-worthy. But then we get into the level. Okay, so Salvato. Actually, Sapphire, by the way. So the very first one that was originally on the list, we had Advanced Fragility on the top 100, but there were most of them after that just came because they were originally going to be part of a top 150, but then I ditched the idea. I already did Sapphire. So now we're getting into the ones that were more recent. So we have Step Aside at 115. Esser, and what do you know? I think it's feature worthy. You might not, but I think it's feature worthy. Well, I didn't even get to show much of it because it died 1%, like most of these. At number 114, we have Triatastic. And what do you know is another feature-worthy level. Apparently Triatastic Gamma's ahead of that. I don't even know what that is. Oh, isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? I died really early into the level. Funny, I laugh every time. I ROFL every time. Number 113 is Rage Dynamics. It's Fury Dynamics, but it has a glowy skin on it. That's basically what this level is. Okay, so good thing when you die, it shows you like arrows for where you're supposed to go, which those were there the whole time. Okay, level would be too easy, but I don't care. Number 112 was Toxicity by the Primeval. Wow, what do you know? Another level we've encountered today that was practically just buff this with the Rivals song. Dangerous Dinner was one of them, and now we have Toxicity. Stop making buff this clones with the song Rivals. Number 111 is Korami, more like Dorami by I'm an I. What was that? Can I get farther than 1% on a level? Hopefully. But we're getting into the harder ones, so probably not. Number 110 is Freezer Burn by Keiki-san. Yes, Keiki-san. I love Keiki-san. I love Keiki-san. Did not expect that. Number 119 is Metallic Destruction. What do you know? I mean, number 109 is Metallic Destruction. What do you know? It's a feature-worthy level because it's modern. If I recount correctly, it has like a straight fly, not that far into the level, so like pretty early into the level. So I'm probably not gonna get very far on it because I got about 0%. Yeah, I did not anticipate 0%. Alright then. We're gonna keep going. Number 108 is Technesia by Matt Steam. This was in an Eric Van Wilderman Did Your Levels Deserve a Star Rating video, and he said that this level deserved a star rating. Still hasn't been rated. %. That is actually... Hopefully we can get something past 10%. Well, probably not because we're nearing the end. Number 107 is Fracture by Crispy Keith. Okay, sure, I'll just search for Crispy Keith since everything is about fractured circles. Fracture. Let me just play Fracture so I can get my 1%. Thank you, I got my 1%. Now while we move on. Number 106 is Avalanche by Voltex. Well, you know, this is another one of those feature-worthy levels, not the one by Pook. That one's at number 45. This one by Voltex. You need to have a space. Alright. Sure. Whatever you say, Voltex. Danger. Cool, 3%. I will take that since it's not 1%. Number 105 is Karasu. Pretty sure this is inspired by Yata Garasu. And I'm sure you can tell why. I forgot that you have to hold at the very beginning. Like, you join in the level, and at the very beginning, you just gotta just like hold down and just like fly upwards. It's great, I know. Number 104 is A Darker Fate by Combined. Again, I'm sure you can figure out what this is inspired by. Why do you turn into a mini there? Oh, getting to the end. Number 103 is Pound Town by Platinum. The song's Ground Pound. Number 102 is Game Over by Sargai Esther. This one, I've lost hope in this level getting featured, so I'm pretty sure it should just get read. If I can get past these jumps. These jumps. These jumps. These jumps. And number 101, we came to the end of this. We have Mega Deer Mansion by Muffet. This is a fairly recent one, so it got knocked off the list fairly recently. Hence why it's number 101. So yeah, I added this and it was like at 80 something. That's when I added it. Okay. So that's pretty much it for this video. It's a bad video, by the way. And it's been way too long. I've been doing this for way too long and did not expect this to take as much time as it was going to. I thought, like, if it was just one attempt on each of these, it wouldn't take so long, but nope. Also, this level is truly the definition of harder than it looks. Okay, well, I say when I get 12%, sure.